Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do cinnamon rolls, and this is a lot easier than you think. It just takes a little bit of time, and they're much better than the stuff that you buy in the cans at the store. So we're going to start out with a cup of milk and 1 egg lightly beaten together. I'm going to place both of those in the bowl. My egg was in the milk. We're going to add 4 tablespoons of melted butter, or it can be softened. Also 4 tablespoons of water. And then 2.5 teaspoons of quick or instant yeast, quick rise or instant yeast. We are going to just mix that together. Okay. We're going to add half a package of vanilla pudding mix. Yep, instant vanilla pudding. Half a package of the large box. Now we are just going to give that a quick mix. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla. And then just mix that. Okay. Now, once you get that combined, you don't want any lumps. You are going to add in 4 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to mix this a little at a time. Okay. Try not to make a mess. This is a really good recipe. And like I said, it doesn't take too long. It's mostly just waiting for the dough to rise, because this is it. All we do is mix it. We're going to knead it a little while, and the rest is mostly letting it rise. We're going to make our filling and our icing as well. Alright. I'm going to get this mixed up a little bit more, and then I'll bring you guys back and we'll knead it. Alright guys, so it's getting too hard to mix in the bowl, so I'm going to just turn it out on the counter. And you can do this in a stand mixer if you want, or you can do it by hand. Alright, your bowl. Now we're going to add about another half a cup of flour, just depending on how sticky the dough is. And it feels pretty good, but we're just going to knead it together. And we're not going to knead it a whole long time. We want it to form a ball and come together nicely. We want it to be semi-smooth. So just lift up, push in with your hands or with your palms. If it gets sticky, just spread out a little bit more flour and keep kneading. You can tell the dough's ready because it gets smoother, okay? It becomes kind of smooth and it's very soft and it's not sticky. Okay, I'm just gonna add a bit more flour. Alrighty, I'll show you the dough. We're just about done. Alright, so you can see it's smooth, it is soft. And we're going to place this in a buttered bowl or oil bowl, whatever you prefer, but we're going to use butter. So we're going to place it out of drafts or away from drafts for about 2 to 3 hours, okay, until it's doubled in size. And we're going to come back and I'll show you what it looks like. Guys, so our dough is rising and now we're going to do the filling for our cinnamon rolls. And I've taken about 2 to 3 tablespoons of melted butter. I've added a cup of brown sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I'm just going to mix this or heat it over medium-low for just a few minutes. It's going to form a nice thick kind of pasty consistency, okay? And that's what we want because we don't want it dripping out of our cinnamon roll. So I'm going to just put this on low for just 4 minutes or so, medium-low, and we're just going to let it cook a bit, and then we're going to set it aside and we're going to let it cool while our dough rises. We'll be back. Alrighty guys, so we're back. It's been about 2.5 to 3 hours later. Our dough has doubled in size. I'm going to take and roll it out into an 11 by 17 inch rectangle, and I'll do that and we'll be back. Okay guys, so I've rolled it out into about 17 by 11 or so. I'm going to go ahead and put raisins in this one, so I'll go ahead and get my ingredients or filling and we'll be back. So I've sprinkled, first I've covered it in butter, then I sprinkled it with raisins. Now we're going to take our filling, our mixture, our cinnamon and sugar, and I just kind of, it's going to be in somewhat of a clump. I have not reheated this. We're just going to place that on there, and I'm going to spread it out. You can add fruit in here, whatever you want. I'm going to get this done, and we'll be right back. So there it is. Now I'm just going to roll it from the furthest point out, and I'll bring you guys back. So I'm about halfway there on rolling it up. This dough is really nice because it doesn't stick a lot. You don't have to add a lot of flour, but we're just going to roll it in somewhat of a tight roll all the way to us. And you can omit the raisins. You can add whatever you like in here. You're not, you know, bound to any particular way to do this. Alright, so we're going to just roll it right on top of the seam. And then I'm going to get my knife and we're going to cut it. We'll be right back. Okay guys, and then we're just going to cut this in, but we're going to cut 12 rolls, so we're going to cut it in half. We're going to cut each half in half and then do each one in thirds, okay? So just kind of eyeball it the best you can. You're just going to cut and then cut your half in half, and then we're going to cut each half into thirds. We're going to take our buttered 13 by 9 inch pan, and we're going to place those right into that dish. 3 by 4, just like that. Aren't those beautiful? All right, we'll be back. Guys, so there they are. Very simple, easy. I put them in a little bigger pan so that they have a little bit more room to rise. We're going to cover these, and we're going to let these rise for another 2 hours or so, and then we're going to bake them, and I'll bring you guys back and let you see what they look like after they've risen. So we'll be back. Alrighty guys, so now we're going to make our frosting for our cinnamon rolls, and all we need is 4 tablespoons of butter, a tablespoon of vanilla, 2 to 3 cups of powdered sugar, and a tablespoon or 2 of milk. And I'm going to go ahead and get that mixed up, and I'll bring you back. Guys, so it was about 4 tablespoons of milk, and you can see it is a very creamy but also a runnier, thinner type of icing, okay? And this is perfect. This is just what we need. We are going to continue to let our cinnamon rolls rise, and then we're going to bake those. We'll be right back. Alright guys, our cinnamon rolls have been rising for about 2 hours, and now I'm going to place them in a 350-degree oven and cook them for 20 minutes, so we'll be right back. Guys, 350 for 20 minutes. Check to make sure they're not doughy. If they are, put them back in for 2 minutes till they're done. Now we're just going to put on our icing and spread it around, and I'll show you that. We'll be right back. Alright guys, so I've spread that over the top while they are still hot. You want to go ahead and just serve these up while they're warm. Give them a try, guys. Let me know what you think. The comments down below. They're very simple, they're delicious, and your family is going to love these. Don't forget to share me on Facebook and Twitter with all your friends and family. Subscribe if you haven't, and rate the video. I appreciate all the help and support that you guys give me, and we'll see you next time, guys.